Good evening, everybody. This is John. I'm going to do another highlight of a couple bicycles. Someone on the forums requested that I show off the SuperSport and the SuperSport SP. Both are from 1982. When I worked at a shop way back when I was 16, these are the two top-of-line bikes that were available in the shop. We didn't have Paramounts in stock back then. I think 82 there wasn't much available there. So starting with this one, this SuperSport. This one had like a suggested retail, I believe, of $4.99. Made in Japan. It was, I believe, it's a Panasonic frame. Really beautiful lug work, though. Pretty decent, as you can see. Nice and clean. They did a good job. Tangy Champion #2 butted tubes. Cyclone derailleurs, and these actually shift pretty well for its day. It was excellent. And to me, I don't know, I see that's just a beautiful, iconic look. As you can see, there's no mileage on this thing. It's proven by the fact that we even still have the little plastic thread protectors that someone left on there. It does have the rear rack that came with the bike, and you see it screwed together, which is kind of a unique thing for its time. It did come with a front one, and it's missing. So if anyone has a front rack for a SuperSport, let me know. I would love to have it. Funny thing is, when I bought this bicycle at a shop, the rear rack wasn't on the bike. We went back into the archives of his shop, saw it up in the rafters. It didn't originally go on this bike. It belonged to another bike years ago. He just happened to have it. Now, for $50 more or $100 more, I'm not sure. It depends where you went. The SuperSport SP was available. Now, the SuperSport SP had a few upgrades. It did have front and rear racks again. These were not screw together racks, as you can see. Had the, I believe it's a GC 500 brake. You know, a little bit better polish, more of the campy look, which was important back then with the quick release and so. It did have Cyclone 2 derailleurs. The Cyclone Mark IIs had a little bit different look. Was it really better? Probably not. But it did have the Sugino AT cranks, and these things were great. If you had a decent touring bike back then, this was probably the crankset to have. There's other good cranks, but there was decent. This one is actually set up for myself, so it does have a Technomic stem, which isn't stock. I'm getting a little old. I like to have a little higher up in front and a rad-an-hour bar. So this one's actually set to ride. Some gator skin tires. This is great for the bike trail on longer trips, up and down the trail. Very comfortable. Have a rack pack to go on it, the whole bit. And a Brooks saddle, just because that's what you do. Actually, no, I'm wrong. This is the Wright's leather saddle. Considered changing the saddle on this one, but honestly, I don't know if it's going to be ridden. That is a stock saddle that came with it, and so I'm not that excited about changing it. And of course, I got the look pedals on this one because I do ride it. Both in really great condition. I'd say the SuperSport is 9 out of 10, and so is the SuperSport SP, just in really great shape. If you have any questions about the bike, let me know. I thought this was interesting. I even looked at the old catalog. That was a stock water bottle, because we know how important an aerodynamic water bottle is on a 15-speed touring bike with front rear racks and a set of panniers. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have questions, comments, gripes, just let me know down below in the comments. Have a great night.